Good evening, everybody. Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers. Time to get going with some weather updates for you tonight. Things aren't going well right now. Things are dropping very quickly. I got home just a little bit ago and it was 16, and now it's down to 9 degrees. 9. And it's going to keep bottoming out. So let's take a look. As you can see, I've got the weather page pulled up there for you, ready to go. We've got a cold weather advisory right now. We got a 50% chance of snow. It says the high for today was supposed to be 11, and we were a little bit warmer than that. And tonight's low is going to be 0. I'm going to say it's going to be probably colder than that, looking at some of the models. So we'll see. Tomorrow's forecast high is scheduled to be 9, -9 for a low tomorrow. And you got to throw in that wind chill, folks. Wind chill values as low as -22 below 0. That's if those winds are between that 5 to 13 mile range. If it goes any higher, we could see gusts even in the -30s for us. So it's coming very quickly. And then we go into Wednesday 15, Wednesday night 2 degrees, and then Thursday we break out of it, and Thursday night a little bit of snow, Friday into the 40s. So let's look at the cold weather advisory first. Let's take a look at that because that's gonna impact all of us. Okay, so from 10 p.m. tonight until 11 a.m. Thursday, that's a long-lasting cold streak, folks. Dangerously cold wind chills as low as 25 below 0. That's going to cause frostbite on exposed skin in less than 30 minutes. So if you're out walking, if you have kids walking, I'm sorry I don't have the microphones on, by the way, today. I left my bag at school. But I will tell you this: if you're out walking tomorrow in that 30-minute time frame, you can get, if they're not bundled up properly, wind or frostbite on the exposed skin. It could be dangerous for them. So keep that in mind if you are doing that. If you're going to have kids go to school, get them a ride. Get somebody that's going to pick them up, drop them to and from places if possible. Get them on the bus or however they need to go. But that is definitely coming, and that's going to start tomorrow. Let's look at the big weather map in general. Okay, here's the extreme cold warning here. And guys, it is close. I mean, borderline. You can see you got Phillips, Sedgwick, Yuma County. You guys are in the extreme cold warning. But look at here. Okay, this is the cold weather advisory for these counties. Portions of Weld County, Morgan County, Logan, Washington. Okay, I think it's going to be pretty close. And I see that Panhandle, Nebraska is in extreme cold. I wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of slice through just a little bit through here, but we're going to see. So be prepared for that upgrade to extreme cold warning. If you're in the extreme cold warning, like my friends in Yuma are at, this is what you're expecting. Okay, you're in a worse situation. Okay, wind chill readings of this magnitude may quickly lead to frostbite and hypothermia on unprotected human, pets, livestock. Okay, so we're talking at wind chills as low as 30 below 0. 30 below 0. Okay, so if you got farm animals and stuff, you probably need to get them prepared for this as well. Light them a fire. No, I'm kidding. Just get them taken care of. Get them indoors, however you need to, because it's going to be dangerously cold if they have any young. If they have any young ones, you know, the animals themselves, it could be very dangerous for them. So I'm just telling you, folks, this is definitely in place until noon Thursday for folks in Burlington. You know, we're looking all the way in eastern Colorado, Cheyenne Wells, Binkelman, Ray, you know, Yuma, all these places here. So you guys in Oberlin, Kansas, we just drove through there. My buddy Steve Hirsch lives there, and you know, I'm telling you, that's going to be cold, cold, severe cold. Okay, so based on that, I do want to share a quick moment for one of our sponsors, RemPro, of course. Don't forget Brandon Geist, give him a call. Okay, and he will get you squared away. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Didn't mean to hit that one. Okay, and from Brandon Geist at RemPro, again, he said the upcoming nights are anticipated to be very frigid with temperatures in the negatives, posting a risk of freezing to any exposed plumbing. Here in a few tips from RemPro in the event of something happens day or night to reach out. And he said, this is from Brandon Geist from RemPro, okay, our partner. Wrap exposed pipes with insulation and eliminate sources of cold air near any water lines. Allow a small trickle of water to run overnight. Keep the pipes from freezing. The cost of the water is minimal compared to repairing the damage from bursting pipes. Know the location of your main water shutoff valve. If a pipe freezes or bursts, shut the water off immediately and do not attempt to thaw frozen pipes unless the water is shut off. The thaw pipes apply heat from a hair dryer or space heater or hot water. So that is from our partners at RemPro. Okay, that's our big partner there. Okay, Brandon Geis, he's been one of our followers for a long time. Brandon has taken care of me and my family, and he is amazing. So don't forget to reach out to him if you have any issues. 970-768-4206. Brandon Geis, 970-768-4206. Okay, let's take a look at the models, because I did look at these earlier going, kind of left me thinking that. You guys remember that song, "The Things That Make You Go, hmm"? Anybody, if you can tell me who sang that song. No cheating. Don't Google it. Be honest. Tell me if you know who sang that. So let's look at our cold temps, okay? So this is our current map here. This is about 3 hours out. Let's go overnight here, okay? So we're going to move this map a little bit. Get to the coldest point tomorrow. Or excuse me, this is 21 hours out. I went too far, just a little bit too far. Let's go overnight here. So let's go about 9 hours out. Okay, it doesn't get too bad. Okay, we're looking at some cold temperatures. I think it's going to be colder than what it's anticipating. Okay, this is 8 hours out. But let's go to tomorrow when that cold air really boils in on us. And you can see it starting to do its job. Okay, so let's look at Yuma area there. Okay, temperatures -3. Let's get Morgan County area, 2 degrees. Whew, we're going to be in a heat wave to you folks in Yuma, so be prepared. Let's look at my friends in Oberlin, Kansas, okay? My buddy Steve Hirsch lives that we're at -3, okay? Now let's look up here in the Dakotas. You can see -26. Those are temperatures. Those are not wind chills. Temperatures, okay? Let's move it along a little bit. Let's go a little deeper into this next couple days. And you can see that cold spell really spilling over, okay? So here's that spill that I'm talking about. -11, -6, okay? -5, Oberlin, Kansas, -7, some parts of Nebraska. Look at this, guys. If you're near Chadron, Nebraska, -24. -24. Wow. Let's move it out a little bit more. Here we go. There's that cold bursting again. Okay, Kansas, Nebraska border, -22 degrees. Okay, look at this, -3. Yuma County, -5. I mean, that's what the Euro is saying. Let's just see what the other models are saying, and this is the global forecast. Let's see how it plays out. So here we are. Okay, this is 24 hours out. This is tomorrow, exactly around this time. 2 degrees, so it's not too bad like it said on the other one. But let's bump it into a little bit colder of the nights. Look at that cold air spill south, folks. Look at that. That is just dangerously cold temperatures. -8, -1, Yuma County, -2. Okay, those are temperatures. That is not wind chill. I want to remind you. Look at that cold air spill again, overnight again, that last night. Okay, look at that. So I'm telling you, it is really going to be cold, and that is not with the wind chills. Okay, that's not throwing in the wind chills. That is temperatures. Now let's look at some precipitation. Let me start over. Let's look at some precipitation. Okay, so let's go here. Let's make our models move here just a little bit. Okay, here we go. So you can see the snowfall isn't going to be like a plethora of snow, but you can see some spots. Okay, Kansas, Nebraska border, 6 inches. Parts of Morgan County, 2.7. Logan County, you're going to get about 4.2, it says. Again, these are just models anticipating. Not saying for sure. We can run it out longer and see, but there's really not much more coming. I mean, there's a few hits and misses of storms, as you can see way out there, but that's like long ways out, and we know that those are a joke because they don't usually, they are usually incorrect. But let's run another model here. Let's run the Euro. Watch this one. Okay, there's that snow backing in from that cold front. Okay, Morgan County, it looks like they're going to get missed according to the Euro. However, Logan County still sitting at 2 to 5 inches now of snow. And then you can see parts of Nebraska and Kansas getting 7, 8 inches of snow. Okay, so it all just depends where that snow band is going to set up. Look at this, Cheyenne area, 9.6 and over in that area, just northwest of there. Excuse me, northeast of there is a possibility. Okay, you could run this model out. There it goes. This is way out. This is like in March 4th time frame, so I'm not going to call that one yet until I get closer. But let's look at the shorter models. Let's just see what the shorter guys say here. Okay, these ones are a little bit more on target as we run the HRRR through. You can see there's some of that snowfall. It's going to catch some of that Yuma, Washington County line. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches out there. Okay, we'll see what happens. There's the Morgan County, 2.6. Logan's going to get about 2.4. We'll see how the herd decides to set itself up and how those snow bands go. Okay, and we'll run it out to Wednesday. Look at the snowfall totals increase. Depends on those snow bands. Look at this, guys. Weld County, 10.7. Morgan County, 5.3. This is Yuma County, 11 inches. And we don't know for sure. These are just what the models are running right now. And these are the very short-term models, too. Okay, so they're like going, hey, there's a good possibility. Again, it depends on where the snow banding is. If it bands up, then we're going to get hit pretty good. So we just got to see how all those snow bands set up. Here we go again. This is a different model. This is the wrap. You can see there as it goes through, not as much. It feels a little safer saying, yeah, I'm not going to call that much snow out there. You can run the name or the NAM, as some of them call it. There it goes. Okay, so it all just depends. So my biggest advice to everybody, okay, biggest advice to everybody. Oh, there is a winter weather advisory that just came out too. Sorry, I just noticed that. So my apologies. Let's read that. Okay, 2 to 5 inches, locally heavier amounts. Okay, for northeast Colorado, northwest, north central Kansas, and southwestern Nebraska until 11 p.m. on Tuesday. Okay, so that is definitely a possibility if you live far eastern Colorado. Okay, so let's look at the big picture one more time. This is what it looks like. Okay, lots of color all over the map, so we need to be prepared for that, folks, if it does come this way. Let's look at some of those snowfall totals and stuff. Let's look at these. I always love looking at this. Okay, you can see that localized snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches an hour possible on any snow squalls that fire off. So usually they're pretty good about sharing any snow squall warnings. So if there is a snow squall warning, I'll make sure that I get it shared out to everyone so they can see it and hear about it. So again, I'm sorry about, like I said, the echoing of the noise, but that's just how it is right now because I'm in the basement. So the wind chill is the biggest thing, folks. Okay, and you can see that one there. Let's talk about the extreme cold. There it is. Dressing for cold weather. Extreme, you need this one, folks. You need this one. Okay, I don't think the metro and most of Greeley and area, you're going to be warmer than what everyone else thinks. So you're just on the cusp of that cold air that's coming through. Okay, so I think you're going to be okay. Let's talk about snow squalls because a lot of people don't know what snow squalls are. Okay, snow squalls are heavy snowstorms that can just kind of go through and take your visibility out. Okay, so when that happens, you've got to slow down your speed. Don't tailgate anybody. Get far enough away from them and reduce your speed. Shut that cruise control off. Okay, and they are narrow bursts of snow that could come on through, and they can make it very rough for you. So I can't stress that enough for you to make sure to be careful if you have any snow squalls that do come through. And I'm looking at the radar right now. I don't see much action for a snow squall currently. But again, I saw one earlier in Wheatland area up here in Cheyenne or in Wyoming. So I did see one go through those. But again, these little squalls will be bursts of snow that just suddenly blow up and they just go right over and they'll dump 1 to 2 inches on you. So you can see there is some light snow still falling. I know outside when I got home, there was some light snowfall falling from just as cool as it is out there. But again, please, 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 I cannot stress enough for everyone to be careful out there. There's lots of closures tomorrow already. I've already seen the closures pop up on the screen to schools going remote because of this. It's the Arctic dangerous air that's coming out here, folks. That's going to be really troublesome for everyone. So I just want everyone to be aware of the cold Arctic air. Looking at, thanks to our friends at 1010 KSAR, these are the closures currently. Akron Public Schools is closed on Tuesday, 10 a.m. start on Wednesday. Sterling, Caliche, closed. Fleming, remote learning. Haxton, closed. Holyoke, closed. Idalia, closed. Marino, closed. Otis, having a remote learning day. Pete's, closed. Prairie, closed. Ray, closed. And Yuma, closed. Okay, so we'll try to keep you updated on them. I'll see if Abe can tag those up there on the page and get them loaded for everyone so that they're aware of what's going on and we can see those closures. Sorry about my hair. Took a shower here just a little bit ago and thought I'm going to get ready and just kick the night and call it a night for us. So, yeah, it looks like there's a snow squall for Scottsbluff area, folks. in the Panhandle. So until 6 p.m. So it looks like no school, the Nebraska Panhandle. Perfect. That's good to share. Good evening, Don. Hope you're doing well. Lynn, I do have family in Springfield, Colorado. Do you have any information about that area? Springfield, that, correct me if I'm wrong, that is southern Colorado. Let me just make sure to check that one. I know you can't see my screen, and I apologize, but I'm able to look here as well. Yeah, Springfield, they're under the same thing, extreme cold warning. Far southeast Colorado, they're in the dangerously cold environment as well. So folks in Springfield need to be prepared for that severe cold weather advisory, and again, extreme cold warning. You're looking at the cold temperatures as well. Some light snowfall for them folks in Springfield, Colorado. So again, thanks Crystal for the update. It's 3, feels like -10. Yeah, here in Brush it's 9. It's 9. You're welcome, Lynn. Always happy to be a part of it, helping out with all that. Yeah, it's 9 degrees here, but I'm not sure what the winds are. I'm looking at my screen. 2.2 miles an hour is all the winds that I'm getting at the doghouse here. Now, again, that could be different too because sometimes the trees on the north side are blocking a little bit of our wind, but I'll give you the temperature at the airport. Fort Morgan Airport's reporting 9 degrees and overcast, winds at 17 out of the east, making it feel like -9 degrees. -9. So there you go, folks. I cannot stress that enough. Fort Morgan, boy, folks in Fort Morgan, you're kind of on that cusp. I think you're going to be in the cold as we are. I think if you stretch to Wiggins, you might start clearing it out. It just depends on that cold spill. If that cold spill slides just bunches a little bit further to the west, Wiggins will get it. But again, it's kind of that cusp area. You could literally see some crazy temperature differentials out there in that area because of that cold area. If I look at Greeley tomorrow, what I'm saying is tomorrow's temperature in Greeley will be 14, and here we are tomorrow at maybe 2 or 3 degrees, but with that severe wind chill, it's going to be really dangerously cold out there. So I'm telling you, it just depends, and that could be a good 20, 30 swing difference of temperature. So keep that in mind if you are out there. And again, Fort Morgan, you're really, really close to that. So Teresa, that's the best advice I could give you. Prepare for it. Be ready for it. Okay? Mine says 11.8 for wind. That makes sense, Crystal. East winds out of here at 17 at the airport in Fort Morgan. So I wouldn't be surprised. Matter of fact, Crystal, I can go to the airport in Akron and let you know what that's reporting because that's a good weather station there in Akron as well because of the being that it's a larger airport out there. And the Akron airport is not going and loading here as I asked it to. Let's try it again. And the Akron airport is still not loading. Let's try it one more time. Okay, I don't know what's going on, Crystal. I'm typing Akron, Colorado, and it won't go. There we go, maybe Washington County. Okay, let's try this. There we go. 4 degrees, east wind at 15, -14, Crystal, is what it feels like in Akron. So there you go. So that's what I have for everyone tonight. Again, be prepared. Again, thanks to our sponsors at RenPro, 970-768-4206. Give Brandon Geist a call if you have any problems with your plumbing, folks. He will get you taken care of. You're absolutely welcome, Teresa. Glad that you tuned in to watch us. Again, RenPro, I put those tips on there. It's on the Big Dog page already. So make sure that you click on that and look at some of the tips that RenPro has shared. So from our friend Brandon Geist at RenPro. So that's it for tonight. Dinner has been smelling amazing. Teresa's cooking something up. I cannot wait to eat. I'm starving. My stomach's growling. I gotta go. So thank you for tuning in. As always, appreciate all the followers. You be careful out there. Absolutely, no problem. I'm glad I can help out. You guys be careful out there. Stay safe. And again, if you have any questions, message us on the Facebook page. We'll try to get to your questions. If you have anything to share, if you have any numbers, cold temperatures, any other school closures, I'll see if Abe will put a list on the link there so that you guys can add that to us as well. That's it for tonight. Stay safe, everybody. Take care. Bye now.